Hello, everybody. Welcome to On Winds and Whispers. I am your dungeon master, who's feeling very short. Yeah, Hoista. I tried to delete that. I don't know why it's. I don't know why it did. It hates me. I literally went on to the starting soon screen. I pressed delete, and it's there. So that's cool. So, anyways, Hoista.
This also still says bedtime stories.
Motherfucker.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
You know what?
Stories.
I got all three of my kids to school on time. So.
Yeah,
That's winning.
We're gonna
real
call that a
right
win.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On Winds and Whispers. Ian's been to the dentist and back.
Woo!
So
Turns out my teeth are perfectly fine and nothing is wrong with them at all.
Hey.
That's what we love
That
to
was a
hear.
lie.
Oh no.
I can tell the way you said it. That's why I was like,
No, they
I
gave
don't
me-
understand sarcasm.
They gave me a here's what if you wanted to fix everything, it would cost you about $3,000. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
okay, I'm gonna fold this up, put it in my pocket, and go do a podcast.
I'd like to make another appointment to get this rest of this work done.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna call you. I'll call you.
Oh. Wait, I have to get rid of my. This is something that is for you specifically, B. That I'm gonna remember. Where is?
Oh.
Never mind. It's not gonna happen. Okay, we are a professional stream full of professional streamers who do professional things. Thank you for being patient with your delay. If you want to support our show and you want to cause more problems with our characters, if you want to retweet the Go Live tweet, if we get to 20 retweets, I get to roll on a special table and cause some problems. And I'm on. Wait, why is that on here? I meant to. Oh, that's why. Okay, let's pull all that stuff out. Don't mind what's happening on the side of the screen.
I figured you'd get it.
Nothing.
I trust.
Nothing to see here. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna actually start now that we're here, and I'm real, and you're all real, and we are together. I'm Steven. I'm your DM on this adventure, and with me today we've got Prince.
Hello, everyone. I'm Prince. Pronouns he/him. I am playing Sin, the cook pugilist who has had a really bad day.
He has had a really bad day. Ian.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian, also he/him, and I'll be playing Voth, the bosun for the Azure Dragon, who is going to be buying a lot of diapers. Very tough pirate.
Yep, very very piratey thing. B.
Hello. I am your non-binary Busy Bee. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing your equally non-binary but not busy Ruse. For in fact, whatever the opposite of busy is what Ruse embodies. The less work they can do, the happier they are.
Absolutely. Danny.
Oh, that's me. Hello, I'm Danny. Pronouns she, her. I play Lyra, the navigator of the Azure Dragon. And yes, I need to work on that intro.
Perfect. And last but not least, Eris.
Hello, I'm Eris, she, her, and today I am playing Arena, who is also she, her, and, she's not quite done causing a little bit of chaos in port. We'll see how it goes.
I love it. So before we get started, real quick, one thing that we really value at the Faeforge Academy and which is this stream, I don't know why I was going to say and in this stream, is respecting who people are and just being respectful of each other in chat and the players here. So any slurs of any kind will get you very quickly removed from this channel forever, and you will not be let back in, even with a beautiful, sad sob story. You'll just, that's because we care about people and who they are, and that's it. In addition, the Faeforge Academy is a weekly podcast that comes out every Friday. That this story that we're telling, this pirate story, takes place in the same world. And actually, today, there is going to be some crossover, which I think Ian in particular will notice. But if you do listen to the podcast, someone's going to show up today and in your podcast feed tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of fun. So there's some intrigue for you. We have some channel point rewards where you can give out basically guidance to any of our characters or NPCs if you would prefer. Danny in particular sometimes could use them.
Sometimes.
We don't have to name
Those
names
guys
or anything.
To DM a one shot the other day, and they rolled so high. I rolled like 3 natural 20s.
Well,
I don't know if I believe you.
You wasted them all on DMing.
Pixar didn't happen. We are 8 retweets away from extra problems for the crew. And with that, I think let's head to the port of Haverin. So, a satyr with fur that goes from white to black, piercings covering each ear. His eyes are blood red. He wears a fine burgundy silk vest and black pants. He has a small oxidized copper medallion, almost like a doubloon. Along the insides of both of his arms are massive scars in a jagged line all the way up to his shoulders, where they disappear beneath his vest. He strums a song in the corner of Firebellies, the place where you have essentially destroyed, but are having a drink that is owned by your captain's sister. As he strums a song, it's haunting, and it ends with the refrain, "The time of lore returns once more, and darkness finds a way, and darkness finds a way." And then he pulls out, he puts his little lute down, pulls out a small little notebook or something, and starts writing. Lights a pipe, the glow kind of shining off of these red eyes. And as he puffs smoke, there's like these little dragons in the smoke. And he just watches you all. And what are the 5 of you doing as you're sitting around with your 3 gnome friends? What are their names? Lynn, Rin, and Jaffe, who you have just recruited to the ship. After Sen had an interesting little confrontation with a Goliath named Heartless, who he seems to have some sort of debt to.
Heartless was the best and is the best.
You're muted.
Sin's still in a lot of pain right now. Like, I did take some healing, but to put it bluntly, I got my ass beat.
There's emotional pain that not even cure wounds can heal.
So Sin is just drinking and remembering the fact that he still won a bunch of money and gems, and the idiots that he won money and gems from are coming onto the ship with him and probably bringing more money and gems.
Which, if I remember right, it was 1,000 gold and a sack of gems.
And a sack of gems. That is what I have in my notes.
Just a sack. So as the 5 of you sit around this curious pirate, I'm really trying to paint the picture of like Aragorn in the Fellowship of the Rings, just sitting in a corner watching. What are you all doing?
Is there anybody else in the tavern at the moment?
Ella, the owner, is in there. Why don't you roll a dice, roll a d20, and we'll see if there's people in the tavern.
Okay. Just a d20.
Just a straight d20.
12.
Sure. We'll say that there's 3 I mean, everyone in this port is pirate-esque, but there's 3 individuals who are kind of not necessarily in the tavern, but kind of right outside the hole that y'all have made in the tavern.
Hold on, we didn't make the hole. That was not us.
That's fair. The hole that was made during your confrontation.
We didn't start that either.
We were the first to use that hole as a door, and so anyone else who's now walking through that hole, that's kind of on us.
But you just kind of see these 3 heads peeking out, looking at you. And Arena, as you kind of notice them, they try to do that like, no, just not looking at anything.
Okay. I kind of turn to everybody. Well, I have not quite finished everything I wanted to do at port. Does anybody want to sneak on a ship with me?
Ooh, what type of shit?
The Black Ballad.
Well, I suppose it depends on what we're doing. What are you thinking?
Well,
As you have this conversation, what's the tone that you're having this conversation in?
I'm speaking out loud for the benefit of everyone who is listening currently. However, Arena, she knows how to keep it discreet.
Okay.
She's been a pirate making sneaky plans in port for quite a long time, like her whole life. So she does know how to be discreet. She is a rogue, after all. So she's kind of having it a very casual undertone. Kind of keeping her voice so that the people around the table can hear her quietly, and it doesn't really escape that little bubble.
Okay, sounds good.
Anybody want?
Oh, so you said things of like a secretive nature. Are we not talking them plans out loud here?
Oh well, I mean, I was just gonna sneak on and see if I could find anything of interest.
All right. Well, I'm completely down with that. But first, I have a question for you, Sen. So, not to like,
again.
not to be too nosy or anything, but somebody named Heartless who was talking about how you stole everything from them. I mean, they seemed a lot more angry than somebody would be over a lot of money. Is there a story there by chance?
Everything is a bit of an exaggeration.
I doubt that.
I mean, wait, no, you wanted to help him. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Voth kicks Ruse under the table and is like, "Go on, son, tell your story."
Fine.
And then turns to Ruse and says, "I want to hear this."
We had a bit of a disagreement. We used to work together. Some people lost a little faith in Heartless, and I slightly encouraged it. Slightly. Yes, just a little bit. And well, he didn't take too kindly to that. And as far as mutinies go, it was fairly clean.
A mutiny?
Yeah.
Was Heartless this captain?
That's more like a gang leader than a captain, exactly.
Oh, all right. Very.
He wasn't really caring for the crew the way he should have been, and I did a little bit of a better job for a little while.
For a little while.
Yeah, for a little
look
while.
at
Did
you.
not escape our attention.
Well, understand that I'm a bit of a unique creature, if you haven't noticed. And the whole dreams thing really doesn't fly too well with very many crews.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, that's pretty mysterious and quite exciting to figure out a little bit more about your mysterious self. So thank you for sharing. Does anyone else want the talking stick?
He's probably going to come back and try to kill all of us now because y'all helped me. Thanks,
I'm
I
fine.
appreciate that.
I'm definitely fine.
Yes, we're all right. We have each other. I feel pretty confident in our group's abilities.
Wait a second. Ruse, how did you know him?
Oh, we used to work together way back when.
Small friggin' world.
Right. It's after the time I stopped being a noble and I decided, you know what? What is the underbelly of the world like? And it turns out it was pretty wonderful.
You used to be a noble.
I mean, yeah, how else do you think I got the Slushy's hair? I brushed it 100 times every day.
You know what? You do almost as much work as a noble do.
I do. Thank you. Thank you.
What a great observation.
That is a compliment.
Beautiful.
Mechanical
I know
question. Does this count as a short rest?
Yes, it can count as a short rest.
I'll take it.
The reason I asked is
No one
because
hit point.
regardless, I'm still going to have one level of exhaustion, but I could at least spend some hit
Same.
die here.
Same.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll those hit die as needed. This whole time you're talking, this other satyr in the background is still just watching you. There's like almost like a slight grin.
Voth notices this satyr watching us and turns his attention to him, just sort of watching him back. And just out of curiosity, Steven, do I hate this satyr for reasons I can't quite explain?
Yes. There's like an alternate. There's an alternate personality inside of your body. Sounds like a dwarf that's just like really mad.
Voth turns to Rita and says, "I don't know why, but I really hate that guy over there." And points to the satyr.
Does
With,
the
like,
satyr
kind of
have a
like
drink?
Yes, the satyr does have a drink.
Arena looks at him and then kind of turns back and kind of casually under the table flicks her hand up and uses shape water to send the drinks flying in his face.
As it does, he very casually prestidigitates himself.
I can see why he looks arrogant.
And I'm gonna.
The more I look at him, the more I don't like his face.
Adjust the box real quick. That's
Are you trying to start the bar fight right now?
I'm not sure.
And he,
Okay.
he, as you do that, he kind of gestures over, kind of to the table, though he is specifically looking at Arena, who just flung his drink on him.
So, quick question here. We've talked a lot about how other NPCs in this world react to us doing magic.
Mhm.
How do we react to someone else doing magic?
Ooh.
That is totally up to you. You would all have kind of, I feel like in your crew is kind of the first place you have found a space where magic is not completely looked down upon. Granted, a bunch of people did just mutiny in part because of all the magic. So there's that. You have some people staring at you in the middle of this bar that has had like walls blasted open. And so I think it would be a little bit surprising, at least, that someone was not trying to hide their magic.
I like that satyr. Lynn, go get him another drink.
Okay, yeah.
On you.
That totally makes sense. That seems reasonable. He goes over. He takes out just like another pouch of gold, and puts it on the bar, and says,
When you want to gamble again, come see me.
Yeah. Okay. I actually did want to take that talking stick that Lyra offered earlier. We stole a bunch of money from our parents. So,
Oh.
This is my shocked face.
they're kind of mad at us, but that's why we're here. So we figured we should just probably spend it. Anyways,
Yeah.
I trust you all a lot more. Up until now, I was pretty sure you were working for some kind of.
Bitter rivals.
So he goes and puts this little sack of gold on the bar and says, one drink for that nice fellow over there, with the dragon smoke. That's pretty cool too. I'll take it for him. And Ella is like, oh, okay, and just takes the whole bag of gold. And
use that as my running tab.
she just winks at you, and pours a pint and hands it over to Lid, who runs over and says, "Hey, this is from our friends over there. Anyways, I think the smoke thing you're doing is very neat." And he looks at the little gnome and says, "Run along."
When our little friend gets back from delivering his drink, I'll ask, so how did it go over there?
Oh, I mean, I think quite well. If you ask me, he said,
Pretty friendly.
yeah, he said run along, which I think he probably meant like good job.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when I say that, that's definitely what that means too. Please be aware.
Okay, yeah.
It's like saying keep going, you're doing great, run along.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
That
how I
type of
took it.
thing.
Because I did a pretty good job. Like, did you see how well I carried it? I didn't even spill any. So
You could be a server. You're great at it.
So that reminds me of one of the servants who worked in my parents' home, was very good with they had serving trays and cups, and they would like even do some tricks, and so I really feel like I kind of gained some of that knowledge through osmosis.
All right, I'm bored. Should we go and talk to that satyr?
Yeah, so
I just
Arena
know.
has already she didn't even actually get up out of the move the chair. She just kind of got up and turned around and sat back down on the chair with her arms on the back. She's like, "So, why are you so curious about us? You've been watching for a minute."
Oh. It's very rare that you see a group like yours causing the sort of chaos that you have brought on this little establishment so openly. And consider me intrigued.
Well, we didn't exactly ask for it, so.
No, I suppose that's true. Must ask you, what crew are you a part of?
That's a very good question.
I'll just kind of stomp over at this point with my drink in hand, and as I'm walking over and I see all the people that have been looking at us, I'll just say, "Keep your eyes to yourselves unless you want to catch more of this."
Oh no.
Roll an intimidation check real quick.
Lyra, so intimidated.
The nicest intimidation check that's ever been rolled.
Oh, damn!
Oh, our word!
It's
I love life!
those warlocks. They just scatter. And
That's right.
and the satyr well done.
I'll wave the rest of the party over. Come on, don't be afraid.
No,
right.
there's no need to fear me. Certainly not yet.
So,
Why don't you come and sit over here then?
Oh, I don't like that table.
Okay, this has basically been our table since we've been coming here. What's wrong with this table?
It's ours.
I'm getting a little passionate about the table, I'm sorry.
I will die on this table.
Probably.
This one here has
Arena's mark is in the bottom of it.
this one here has the idea. What are your names? A very interesting group.
I don't think that's something you need, sir.
How about I offer an olive branch? The name's Syl.
Sil.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Does that name sound familiar to any of us?
You all could roll a history check.
Ooh. This person is historical.
Does it have to do with pirates?
It does have to do with pirates.
Can I get advantage on that?
Sure.
Being a pirate?
Well, I already got a crit, so that's a 21. Woo woo.
No, that's an 11.
It's almost as if in another universe, another voice is calling out to me to punch this. Actually, no, in the same universe, the voice is calling out to me to punch this guy in the face.
No, I love Syl.
No, you don't. Fine, you
Also
do.
be your best friend.
I just sent you a message, Ian.
Yay! Ooh, secret. Ooh, which platform did you send it to me on? I have so
Sending.
many options.
Sorry, I actually, as I was about to hit send, I started typing a little bit more.
Ooh.
Okay, I clearly know more than Voth, though, because I got a 23.
Just saying.
You know what? There is. If two of you, I'm gonna message the same thing to both of you.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yay.
keep secrets, it's fine.
Um,
Kind of.
We're in the secret club now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And B, also on Discord.
Okay.
I think when he asked, like, oh, what are your names? Lyra's just about to tell him, but then saw that everybody else was, like being very withdrawn, so she was like, oh, alright, I'm not gonna say anything, gonna keep it to myself and kind of play off of everybody else.
I imagine Sin is just leaning on the bar, looking back at Ella like, they're about to get us in some sort of trouble. Just wait. It's gonna happen.
Ella kind of at the bar with you says that may well be true. I would be very cautious around that one.
Why do you think I'm still over here?
That's fair. I'm just saying.
Voth, when he hears his name, says, Captain Selenius, isn't it?
He smiles. My reputation precedes me then.
Must not be much of one if I've never heard of you.
I actually prefer it that way. There's something about being a myth. It's quite fun.
What brings you to this sleepy little port, Captain?
My business is that of my own, as I'm sure yours is, as you have been so kind to share.
Well, mark my words. We have business here in this town, and we'll be sailing from here. Our names are our own, but we hunt the Drazenry.
A noble hunt, to be sure.
Perhaps you'd care to join us.
Are you inviting me onto your crew? Is that what you're
No,
insinuating?
I'm inviting you on.
Can't
inviting-
just invite him.
I'm not inviting him onto the crew. He's got his own ship. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm inviting you to the hunt. If the myths about you are in any way true. Of course, most of those stories I understand if they're overblown.
Oh, they're not overblown.
Then you wouldn't object to a hunt, would you?
No, not at all. A hunt is something that I love.
But you have more pressing business, I'm sure.
Oh, well, you could say that I'm already on one. I'm halfway there.
Living on a prayer,
Please roll.
The opposite of
1d4
inspiration.
Damage.
eh? Boss deals 1d4 psychic damage to everyone within earshot.
We all just, ah! I'm a little lost here. What type of hunting are we talking about?
Yes, Voth. What hunt are you talking about?
Well, fear, I should say. Captain Selenius here is known to be...
If you're going to use my name, I prefer Captain Fearheart.
Voth's hands just clench. He doesn't know why. I really don't like this guy. The captain here, and Voth will explicitly not use either of his names, is known to be quite the skilled hunter. We hunt the Drazenry, and it seems that were he not otherwise indisposed, he might be of assistance to us. But of course, you have more pressing business, I'm sure.
Let's just say that the Drazenry are small fish.
Beneath the skill of someone such as yourself.
Been there, done that, if you will.
If the stories are true.
Should come aboard my ship sometime.
Tonight?
Sure.
Casual, formal dress.
Whatever you think.
Well, it sounds like y'all got a nice date there.
Is it just me, or are you inviting us all? We are, in fact, interesting persons, as you so put.
Whoever wishes to come is welcome.
And Voth is going to give Arena, just a look. And then back to the captain here.
You might want to bring your captain as well, though.
Can I roll an insight? This is all very shady. And my blood hunter senses are tingling.
Yeah, Arena doesn't feel great about that.
Yes, what are you trying to
The
insight?
prince are muted.
Is he going to murder our captain and or us if we go aboard the ship? Am I getting murderous intent?
You don't have to roll an insight check for that.
You absolutely are welcome to roll an insight check.
I will!
Sin is leaving the bar to go get the captain now, and Sin is going straight, telling Mom, sort of snitch, Mom, look, they're about to go on another captain's ship. This captain looks like a straight asshole. I don't trust him, but they're all about to agree to go on this ship, and he wants you there.
With that
I rolled a 1.
natural 1, you're pretty sure it's a dinner date.
Yes! Sorry, I'm now thinking about which outfit can I wear. I've got some really nice noble blouses, definitely with some fluff and some frills.
Amazing.
Frills.
Real quick, we are at 14 retweets.
Ooh.
So if we get to 20, chat, on this tweet that I just put in the chat, we're going to send another complication, which it seems like these lovely folks are able to hunt them down on their own. But
No, it's fine.
anyway, so Sen, you're running back to the captain.
Yep.
Essentially, okay. The captain is not on the ship. The last place you saw them is in the exchange, which is the market. Why is that?
That's probably where I would have went first then if that was the last place I saw them.
Okay. So as you're going, we're going to continue this conversation a little bit because it would take a little bit of time.
Okay. Voth's going to pass the mic here to Arena. And will yep, that's right, Aris. And is going to introduce himself to this captain. Well, if you're going to be dining tonight, my name is Voth. I am Voth of the Azure Dragon.
I know.
Oh, I know you know.
I know Ruse. I know Lyra. I know Arena. I actually have had some interesting work with your mother, Arena.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Most people do.
Good pirate. Good pirate.
Selfish.
Well, I mean, aren't most of us?
Maybe that's why I don't like many pirates.
Consider my offer. I won't be insulted if you don't come. I would understand. Dira's not my biggest fan.
I wonder why.
Let me just say, and he starts to get up to leave. Leans over. Be careful whose map you follow, because everyone has their secrets. It was lovely meeting you all in person. Let's do it again sometime.
Yes, later tonight.
Yeah. See you for dinner?
Yes, on the Black Ballad.
I think I'm gonna have some frills on my sleeves. Yeah.
Yeah. Dress finely, I'm sure it will be an occasion to be remembered. And he walks off. Sen, you find Captain Dira looking like she is getting a few more recruits, talking to some people around the exchange. There is a human and another gnome that she's talking to. Both look a little more weathered than the gnomes that you all found.
Good.
A little more experienced. And she turns, Sen, welcome. Just getting a few new recruits up to speed and sending them off on their way.
Excellent.
What can I do for you?
Cap, do you know a Captain Sill?
Her eyes narrow. A satyr.
Yeah.
White furred.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very aware of him. Mostly.
Apparently, our crewmates here, they've agreed to go visit his ship for dinner, and he wants you to come.
They're talking to him.
Yes.
Now?
Yeah.
Take me to them.
We're going back to Ella's, you know.
Okay. And she just, takes off running, and she's fast. It would be
pretty
hard
fast,
for you
too.
to keep up. She's rogue fast.
I'm not that fast.
Bonus action fast.
Yeah. You see her kind of burst through the front door, the intact door, respecting the building.
It's like right next to the big hole in the wall, but still there's a dramatic entrance to the door.
And it's been probably 15 or 20 minutes since he left, since he walked away.
In that time, Voth would have kind of pulled in Ruse and Lyra and Arena, and that was Captain Selenius Fearheart of the Black Ballad, and turns to Arena, the ship that we've sent Biscuit upon. Which means that if he's here, and he is not Drazenry, that the Black Ballad is also not Drazenry. Which means that we have two problems, not one. Because before I thought the Drazenry and the Black Ballad were one, but now they're two different problems. Not what's two problems.
How is the Black Ballad a problem?
Because Selenius Fearheart is in port, and he's been keeping an eye on us. And he is always a problem.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've been around and I've never had any issues with him.
He's definitely very creepy, but seemed like an interesting fellow.
Not
Stylish.
Very
Ruse.
stylish.
Ruse, you got a 1 on your insight check. And Lyra, you didn't even roll.
Seems nice to me.
I'm filled with insight. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
That was the best meta ever.
See, that's how you meta.
Something about him, I don't know what it is. But there's this part of me deep inside that wants to swear in Dwarven that hates that guy. I don't trust him.
Oh, you know Dwarven.
I don't. It's the weirdest part. Let me check him out.
Well, he did look like a bit of a jerk, but, I mean, what pirate isn't? Especially if he's the captain of the Black Ballad. What kind of a ship name is that?
He is a legend. Have you never heard about the way he took down that one elven craft? He did it alone with only his feet.
Didn't fire a single shot.
Mm-mm.
Well, if he has both his hands, why did he use his feet?
That's
Cool.
part of the myth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They say his crew stranded him in the middle of the ocean with but a plank of wood. He built a bar, attracting clients from around the ocean, and then stole all their ships.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a floating bar.
No, it was rigged to explode.
Oh.
Right.
Ella
I don't
is
know if I believe this.
Ella's
I
at the
don't.
bar, just like
That was a legend.
This
That's
is
not-
real. This is so real. I've heard this. Mm-hmm.
You know, they do tell stories for children that you're not supposed to believe when you grow out of being a child.
We saw the man in person. That is a man who would build a bar, rig it to explode, steal the ships, and then fight more ships with only his feet.
That is
Or
why.
maybe the kind of man who would invent that story so other people would think he's the kind of man that would build a bar and then blow it up.
That's why we have to go to his ship for dinner tonight.
I don't think so.
No,
I've already
it's-
picked out a whole outfit.
We can't afford not to.
Yeah.
Captain Dira and Sen burst through the door.
I love
Captain Dira is in like not quite a panic, but like high alert. So her sword is drawn. Are you all okay? What?
We all look very casual sitting around
Yeah.
this table.
Yeah,
No worries,
still
Captain.
drink in hand, like
We got rid of Sen's problem. That heartless fellow is gone.
Heartless. What were you doing with Heartless? What? I thought you said this was about Fierheart.
Uh-huh.
I did. He was here.
He wanted to talk to you.
They were both here.
Okay.
He made a date.
She looks at you, Sen, and we'll talk about Heartless later.
Sure. Yeah, later.
puts away her sword. What did he say to you?
He invited us onto his ship.
He knew we were here, Captain, and he knew our movements.
People don't leave that ship.
what do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said.
See, I thought that was actually a myth. That part.
No, that part's
I don't-
definitely true.
You either join the crew or you die. The second you step on that deck, that's the choice you have.
But
So he's
also,
he's either trying to kill you or he's trying to recruit you.
Okay, Captain, you've never thrown a dinner party. And... kind of a once in a lifetime. Do you know how long it's been since I've had a dinner party?
I'll throw you a fucking dinner party. In your honor.
Okay, I won't go.
All right.
That
so
was easy.
We're scrapping the campaign. We're just gonna do the dinner party plan. Is that it? That's the next couple.
We already have our own dinner party.
That's like 4 or 5 sessions right there.
Look, he's dangerous. There's a reason, whether the stories are exactly true or not, these sorts of myths start somewhere. And if it only takes a few people to have seen it to make
Captain.
me fear it enough.
Captain, it's not a coincidence that the Black Ballad is here in port at the same time as we are. He knew we would be here. Captain Selenius knew our names. If not now, then he'll surprise us later. I don't think we'll make it much farther from this port unless we see the Black Ballad coming up on our broadsides.
So what do you suggest?
Well, we can go on the ship and blow it up.
Oh, wow. That's a good plan.
it does need a few details to be filled in.
How is that a good plan?
That sounds like a pretty good plan. That's
Yeah, I like that
beginning,
plan.
middle, and end.
Yeah. Go on the
Okay.
ship. That's where you start.
So, Ruse,
Yeah.
if
Blow it
that's
up,
the beginning,
second part.
Uh-huh.
how do you get on the ship with the explosives?
I look over at Biscuit.
Oh,
Biscuit's
away.
on the
Yeah.
ship.
We already delivered on the ship.
Already
That's
there.
right.
He's never
I
coming
look,
back
I look
already.
the captain dead in the eye and I say, we have a secret weapon. Biscuit.
Oh my god.
What did you do with Biscuit?
Biscuit's already on the Black Ballad, and he owes me a life debt.
He might be a little crummy, but he'll do.
Well, he probably just paid it. Good God, you do not think before you act, do you?
Well, I mean, I was going to do that or eat him, so I mean...
Next time, eat him. He's not. Biscuit has had some wonderful qualities, aside from the fact that he tried to join a mutiny.
Right. I figured he was stupid
And he's
treacherous.
daft.
Twisted stuff.
You put
Oh, he's dumb as a stone.
so that's your spy.
No, I was thinking I was going back to the Arena's explosive plan. We could, like, strap bombs to him or something.
But I'm under the impression that he's
Wouldn't
on the
check.
ship already. How are you going to put the bombs on him?
Well, if you were saying, how are we going to get off the boat? You can trigger like you said, the plan is in motion.
I have an idea, Captain.
Yes.
So I have a
please.
chest that is honestly, it's just filled with clothing. It's all got a lot of frills, a lot of poofs, just like giant shoulders. And quite honestly, I can fit a lot of explosives inside of my outfit. You should see the sleeves will touch the ground sometimes. It's kind of nice.
Okay. I'm going to need. That's lovely. I'm glad you have those
Thank you.
clothes.
Yeah.
Is that all? You just wanted to share about your wardrobe?
Oh, but yeah, I could put explosives under my clothes, but I would still look really good and nobody would tell. But if you want to talk about all my outfits, I could also do that.
Maybe we could do it like in the theater, you know, when you go and see a play and the characters know more than the audience and they reveal things along the way that you didn't know was going to happen and you're like, oh, that was a good plan.
I like that. I like
We
that.
could do that, where we just go and then the plan just kind of comes together as we're already there. And then the parts that don't work, we improvise.
Okay, so I want you to think about what happens if you fail.
Oh, we all die horribly.
But we'll be dying to a legend. How cool does that
Mhm.
sound?
Hmm.
What if he doesn't leave things dead? You're muted, Prince.
Captain, this is why I came and got you.
What? Son, come on. Are you not on board with this plan?
No.
Oh.
This is absurd.
What?
I've lived for nearly 300 years.
Uh-huh.
This sounds like a very stupid way to die.
Oh,
Oh, I can think of at least 10 different ways to die that are way dumber than this. I haven't even had my coffee yet.
I don't know if that's a good thing, Thoth.
If we don't confront him now, he'll just follow us out of port and wait until we're in conflict with the next crew we come across, maybe even the Drazenry, the route our weakest, they'll strike.
He did say he was hunting for something already, and that he was mostly there.
yeah, I have my suspicions about that one. Captain, maybe you shouldn't go on that ship. Maybe just let us do the thing. And have a guard for you on our ship.
What, Hearth?
Right. That was a good joke though, Captain. I like that. That was
Thank
good.
you. He has his qualities, but
Honestly, we're probably the best guard for you.
well,
Which is why I don't understand why we'd go on
I-
this ship.
I do understand that Sen mentioned Heartless. I've worked with Heartless before. Maybe I'll reach out to him.
Oh, I think that's a brilliant idea. Heartless is looking
What?
really good
Captain,
lately.
I don't think he
too.
What are
likes
you
us.
thinking?
No, he just doesn't like Sen. And possibly Aris, and
I've actually
sure he hates Lyra.
Heartless and I actually go way back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed really nice. His crew...
Oh, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not nice. No.
Sorry, nice as in, like, he's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I do agree with.
Captain. Ugh, no.
We did kill some of his crew.
No.
I mean, have you seen the muscles on that fellow?
Ignorance is bliss.
And the
Good
scars.
God.
Yeah.
man,
I gave him a
Yeah.
couple of those scars.
definitely works out.
Nice.
Nice work.
Thank you. You know, rivals level sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sen's face is everything to me.
My life was so much better before this.
I'm about to make it significantly worse, Prince. Are you ready? We Dragonborn are only sexually active once every decade, and so now's not really my time. But if it was, well, I'd jump in.
Well, now that we've had that awkward conversation, I
There's
don't
nothing
think we
awkward
should go
about
on the
sex.
ship either, but we
Maybe
should definitely do
I
something.
should just set everything on fire and just blow everything up because
Sen.
I will never be able to erase this idea out of my brain now. Thanks.
You think you just need like a bit of a lay down, close up some of those wounds,
Maybe you should
the
take.
emotional and the real
Yeah.
ones.
Ruse, maybe you can
Rest.
maybe you can teach Sen a little bit about your kind of method for relaxing or just dealing with the pressures that you deal with. You seem
Captain,
to do that
please,
very
you're
well.
hurting me enough already
Yeah.
today.
But I will say I agree with Arena. I have a bad feeling about you going on that ship.
But we should
'Cause-
deal with the problem, though.
No, we absolutely should. I'm inclined to say let's wait in port and see if he sticks around. If he sticks around, then we might have some problems. If he leaves,
He
he's
could just be leaving to ambush us elsewhere.
That's true. But he could be ambushing us now. My thought is that if he leaves, he probably, I don't know how. Maybe he had people in the crew that we just kicked off our ship. But we change routes. We do something different. He does not leave his ship typically in port. He usually sends his first mate. So that he even walked off the ship and engaged with you is quite concerning.
Extremely so.
And then to extend an invitation, to me, is a death sentence.
But also a
Perhaps-
once in a lifetime opportunity.
To die?
Perhaps Irina has the right idea. Maybe we should blow up the ship just without getting on it first. We could blow it up from the outside.
We can.
Sen, you said you wanted to set everything on fire. I think this is a great plan.
I'm
I
sure
want to set
that
my brain on fire.
Well, do that. Make sure you're close to the Black Ballad when you do that.
So I feel like the black ballad probably has a bunch of gunpowder on its own. Maybe we could give Biscuit some instructions to do some mischief.
Do we really want to depend on Biscuit to do
Well,
anything?
it doesn't cost us anything if something goes wrong.
That's,
There's a good chance he's gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
Might as well see if we
Shall-
can get something out of him.
Shall we
it
do a
noble.
check-in?
Sure.
All right. I'll
Dumb idiot.
I'm gonna pull out my book and write a message in it and cast sending. So I'm writing this message on the page, and then it will they'll hear it in their mind. And if they reply, the message appears on the page. I'll write down. Hey, Biscuit. How are things going over there? Anything new to report?
So as you do that, this is the first time Biscuit has experienced it. We're gonna cut over to Biscuit on the deck. He starts like looking around, and you see in your book, where are you? Pops up, pops up in the book. And in all caps, nothing to report yet. They won't let me below deck. They did put a mark on my head. And that's it.
Oh, Biscuit. All right.
Can we see what
Oh.
is happening?
Yeah, you're like
here?
looking over my shoulder, reading, and you see all of that.
Does the mark on his head mean something to anybody? Can they like read his mind with the mark?
Oh, maybe it's like a mark that keeps them from leaving the boat.
Or,
And if they leave, then their brain explodes.
or they could have just branded him.
I'm leaning towards branding. Can I roll a history to see? Because I feel like I am clearly enamored by the Black Ballad.
Yes, give us another natural one.
Ruse is gonna jump ship. Yeah, you can roll a history check. I'm fine with that. The good news for you all is we did hit
No.
20 retweets. So thank you, chat.
Fear.
We did it.
So a zero.
Ah, 0.
That's not one of the options.
Well,
Oh, I did put it as one of the options. Why did I do that? Now I have to go look at my other notes.
It says crew, so I assume you have like a full-on crew complication.
too complicated.
Right.
I probably do, but that was like a week ago that I wrote that one.
That is such a me thing to say that I almost like got confused. I was like, did I say that out loud just now?
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
You look too happy about that.
This here that Fearheart kills the captain and takes over the Azure dragon. That's
I am going to step away from my computer real quick because I forgot that I don't think I have this on Roll20, but I need to go grab a book.
oh yes, the,
Oh,
the
no.
DM notebook.
Gotta bring out
no.
the
The
book.
DM notebook, yeah, it brings the
Oh,
spiral binder.
One fear. One fear.
All of the loose leaves of paper sticking out of it.
Sticky notes you've torn and just taped it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You couldn't
we all
find
have
anything
one.
else.
Jagged notes that just say "kill them all."
Written suspiciously in red.
And it's someone else's handwriting. You're like, where did this come from?
Oh no,
Is this Death Note?
it's
What
not that
happened
big of a
here?
deal. It's just a stat block.
Oh no.
No big deal. R.I.P. us.
P.S. Baba Yaga.
I think as we get that message from Biscuit, I'm going to No, don't say that out loud. Oh, I need to keep track of the words. Say that
That was
again,
7.
much quieter. I think I have 15 more. Don't yell your words. Give us another report of anything you might have.
Found.
In this time it does seem to be whispered. In a bit of a situation, can't
Can't T. What does the T mean?
It means
That's
they
short.
got
That's short
him.
for something.
Oh, that bird-brained biscuit.
I told you we'd get him killed. How
Hey.
could you possibly think that depending on someone named Biscuit was a good idea?
You're right, it was a terrible idea.
He's always been a bit flaky.
Whose idea was it?
Oh my god, Ian.
I love how I
Butter
called them
brain.
crummy earlier and no one caught it.
You did?
I did.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
It was everything to me, so thank you.
I would have been in pain.
More psychic damage.
Poor Chris. Surrounded by bards.
Okay. So as you're sitting around deciding, Captain Deera says, I need a drink. If you come up with something better than blow it up from the inside, that won't get us killed.
It was
Come
blow it
with
up
me
from
now.
the outside, not the inside.
Yeah.
Ella.
Okay.
Ella, the big old bag, the tab. Use that. Give your sister a drink.
Oh, she drinks here for free. She's my
well,
sister.
shit. Then keep that as my tab then, and don't tell anybody else about it.
I'm giving you half of it.
Yeah, I already know.
We just heard
Deal,
you.
because the wall. I get it.
Yes, the wall.
Yes.
It wasn't my fault. You shouldn't allow Heartless in here. He's got a heart, like a big temper.
I mean, you obviously have some beef that you two need to work out.
Yeah, but I
he has
generally
never-
just avoid him. You didn't tell me he was there.
He's a patron. He comes in here, he buys drinks, he gambles, he makes me money.
And now he's busted a hole in your wall, and you'll have to deal with that.
And whose
Congratulations.
Whose fault is that?
His. I didn't run through a wall.
Who started the mutiny?
It's complicated. It wasn't me. I just told people there was a better way. Consider me something like a religious leader or something.
No.
Fine. That really doesn't suit me anyway, so that's fair. Totally fair. Still.
Oh, jeez. Just really punched my mic. Sorry. So Ella and Dira sit down at the bar with some drinks, kind of at the far end where they can't hear you. I know, Arena, you wanted to do some stuff around town. If you want to continue the conversation, we can. If you want to figure out how to try to blow it up from the outside, we can certainly do that. And I know Voth has some diapers he wants to pick up, and Ruse has a ass dwarf to find.
Gotta find that ass dwarf.
After finishing my drink, I'll say, well, I don't think sneaking on the Black Ballad is a viable option anymore. Would anybody like to go shopping? I want to see if there's any curiosities around here.
Are we shopping for, like, clothing?
Whatever you like.
I'll join you.
I gotta ask some
Sure.
questions along the
Why
way,
not?
but yeah.
Rose, did you pick up a contract?
Well, of course. What else would I be doing when I'm here?
Let's go handle it. I need to punch something.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That would be good.
Okay.
Uh,
Shopping and bounty hunting montage. Okay, let's go with the shoppers first. Unless you're all walking over together. The exchange is, as I've explained, the kind of where the main amount of exchange happens. Kind of all different pirate crews come and share kind of their stuff. It's always kind of a what's the right word? Yeah, so it's always a party. A random assortment. You never know what you're gonna find there. Essentially. So, as Arena, Lyra, and Voth head that way, is there anything in particular you three are looking for?
Maybe some explosives.
Arena's looking for really anything interesting.
Okay.
Or anyone interesting. She is very much a people observer. She likes to keep an eye on people, and if people aren't, I don't know, if they're doing something that just kind of feels weird, she might intervene, but
Okay.
she's not looking for anything specific.
Okay. And Voth, what are you looking for?
Voth's looking for three things. First, 50 pounds of low grit, high quality sand. 3 gallons of safflower oil. And also some live animals, preferably 50 pounds or smaller. Dangerous is fine. Alive. I need them alive. This is all for the kids.
Okay, because I have no idea what's happening, you find those things. Because I have to know what's coming next.
It's all just for the kids. You know, like he's got some of the.
Is the sand for a litter box?
No, it's for the nest. And yes, they do poop in it.
The litter nest.
No one calls it that. It's disgusting. He's got, Mix with him, Q, maybe Fang as well. And, he's like having them play in the sand and like if they like it, if it's comfortable on their scales. He has to rub them all down with safflower oil to like keep like their like scales, like kind of like the old dry ones, sloughing off, and keep them like nice and wet. And of course, he needs some animals for them to. They've been mostly eating dead things. I mean, true, they're like things that we recently like just killed moments ago, but they need to, as they get older, they're going to need to learn how to hunt and kill for themselves. So I need to bring some creatures on board to let loose on the ship, live animals, for them to kill.
Okay, I am looking up some possibilities for live animals real quick. Oh, that's the wrong screen. I didn't mean to do it on that one.
Let us watch.
everybody see what's happening. There is definitely a... I feel like very, very piratey is to have an exotic animal trader at the exchange.
Oh, sure.
And so...
Absolutely.
So there is one. I feel like it's probably an Aarakocra.
Hold on, are those sentient though?
Birds?
That's the merchant, but yes, I just thought that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. He's the merchant.
Thank you.
Or there.
My brain was.
Yeah.
And he's selling other.
No, this is not a slaver.
Monster.
You know what? That reminds me. Arena also would like to get a few large rats.
Okay. Great. Love rats.
She has a falcon.
Oh, that's true. I forgot
Right.
about Harry.
Okay. I'm just
Need a
picturing
buddy.
you like letting them loose on the ship, and I'm thinking like,
No,
what is the
no.
purpose?
Not
I
letting them
mess with
loose.
Sen.
No.
Okay.
They get
She
into the
just
spoon
wants to
stores.
make sure if they go
So-
I mean,
far away
Sin's fine
from
with
land.
it. Sin makes sure the ship has a cat.
Ah.
There is a orange
yeah,
cat.
French cat.
that lives in the ship because every ship should have a cat.
Okay,
What is the
I gotta
cat's
ask
name?
them. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's had like 6 different names, but most
Okay.
people just call it Red.
Perfect.
All right, I gotta ask Sen. I gotta ask Prince. What's Red's relationship with like the toddler-sized dragonborn that are just flying all over the ship? And they've got to be cool on some level.
Hiss and bat at as long as they don't like actively mess with anything that he's eating, he ignores them.
All right.
Okay. So this I need to add one more. Let's go with that. There's that. There we go. So at this Aarakocra's little, he's got all these different size cages and everything. There's all sorts of different animals, from giant mongooses that are about 5 feet in length, very large, to snowcats. He's got swarms of like rats and mice and other such things. There are there's a blink dog, because those always have to be an option. And I don't even know what this word means. Oh, that's a tiny dinosaur. We'll say there's a tiny dinosaur.
So cute.
So
How
those,
much for the tiny dinosaur?
I assume that Voth does not want the tiny dinosaur for the dragons to eat.
Wait, why wouldn't you?
it's 750 gold.
Voth reaches off screen and pulls Jaffe over.
Oh yeah, Voth.
Jaffe, I need you to buy this dinosaur. It's for the ship.
Okay.
You know, Voth, we don't really have anywhere for this dinosaur to run around.
What do you mean?
Well, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna take care of it.
Of course.
Jaffe's like,
What makes you think I wouldn't take care of it? Jaffe paid him in.
Okay. Pulls out another bag of gold.
Until proven otherwise, these gnomes are an inexhaustible supply of money.
They have a lot of money.
Oh, hold on, Arena, what makes you think I wouldn't take care of it? Do you want to take care of it?
Oh no, I just mean if we're gonna have one and we want to take care of it properly,
Yes.
then we're probably gonna need a bigger place than our current park.
Oh, I see what you mean.
They need more room.
I was just going to let it run throughout the ship, but I see what you're saying.
What happens if it runs off the side?
It's a dinosaur. It's not like Biscuit. It's not stupid.
I'm pretty sure Biscuit was smarter than a dinosaur.
Proof.
The air cocker pipes in. Actually, dinosaurs are quite intelligent creatures. You can teach them tricks. You can even have them, fetch certain things. Almost like a dog, but actually quite capable. And then you see this dinosaur just go. Ah!
Oh, see, it likes you.
Anyways,
Tell me, is it carnivorous or?
He also very very quickly grabs the bag of gold out of Jeffy's hand, hands you a piece of paper. Here's the paperwork. It's yours. Pushes the cage towards you. Anyways, if you don't have any other business,
wait, how much for a harness? We're gonna need a leash.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
What do you mean you don't have one of those? Fine.
I mean, I don't have one
Where
of
is the
those.
nearest harness dealer?
You're gonna have to make one.
The nearest pet store.
Where do you think we are?
I thought this was the exchange where one could buy and sell anything.
If it's there.
Oh, fine.
I have a dinosaur. I don't have a harness for a dinosaur.
Jaffe, take this cage back to the ship.
And it's bigger than okay.
This
is your
wait.
first-
Ren. I think we got this. I think Rin and Lynn and me, we got this. Okay, we have to prove our worth.
Teamwork.
Yeah, this is you'll be really glad you have us, because we work so hard and for no other reason probably. Picks up they try to pick up the cage and they look like movers carrying an oversized couch essentially. It's far larger than them.
Like whoa, left, no,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
but also this dinosaur is like scratching at the cage and at them, like moving from side to side, like they fall over one time. It's just it's
I really hope that's a sturdy cage.
it's kind of pitiful, truthfully.
This is all for the plan for getting rid of the Black Ballad and
Better not eat the cat. That's all Sen has to say.
Voth just touches his nose in a way, a knowing way to Arena, it's all part of the plan, and then walks off.
Arena, as you're there are two people that would probably stand out in this exchange. There's one that's a whole crew. You've seen them before. They're the crew of the Silver Blade. There's kind of this ragtag group of scavengers and looters. I think, given your history, it'd probably be fair to say you're not their biggest fans.
What was the name one more time? Sorry.
The Silver Blade is the crew that they're a part of. But you notice Perry has gone and flown over and is perched right above their kind of stand.
I'll kind of casually wander over, kind of checking out any other stands between here and there. But I'll eventually make my way over there. Perry's interested, so I am.
The other person you would see that would really pique your interest is another person you're familiar with, who she goes by Madame Vice. She's a halfling, older, kind of lives on the island now, makes kind of homebrewed poultices and other such potions. She's out with a few different jars in front of her. She's got her little pet rat that sits kind of on the top of her head, her graying hair, and she's just sitting there crocheting in the middle of this pirate exchange.
I love her. Arena's probably pretty friendly with her. I'll Is she on the way over to like where the silver blades are?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll kind of make my way over and stop and talk to her really quick and say, "Well, how are you, Madam Vice? It's so nice to see you."
Arena, my dear, it's so lovely to see you. I'm doing quite well. What can I interest you in?
Oh, I'm just taking a look. We came into port today, and it's been a bit of a exciting morning.
Oh, I saw Captain Dira marched all those mutineers. Most of them, I think, are dead. There's a few spots left on the ground. That was exciting. I threw a few bottles that exploded. It was very fun. I had a jolly time.
Oh, I love seeing you have a good time. Do you have anything interesting today?
Well, I have the usual my drafts that heal you and that sort of thing. But I have made two very interesting potions as of late. One, I call it quick water. You drink it, and she actually does this motion. You go really fast, but only for a little while, and you might get a bit tired afterwards. But I found that for the most part, if you just keep drinking it, you never get tired. Though I did have one person who was trying that method who never woke up afterwards.
Oh, well, everything in moderation.
Exactly. And then I also have this one, holds up another jar and puts it on the ground. And it's like bubbling, but it's like that thick, like it's really, really thick and sludge. Like you can see the bubbles like slowly rising. And when they get to the top, they kind of do like that tar pop. She says, this is called Getaway. If you want to get away, you drink it. Like if someone's got you in a headlock and they're giving you a noogie like your friends do, and you're like, oh, I can't get out. I have to swallow it, and then you get out.
Oh.
And it's quite handy.
Well, so it's not fast, but it's...
No,
somehow
you end up with, because it's you, Arena, I have to be honest, people will probably look at you a little bit different for a little while, because it makes you have this layer of slime all over your skin. And so like, again, in the noogie situation, as I was explaining, you get slimy and you just like pop right out.
Oh, well, it's a great deterrent for future noogies too, because then they won't want to touch you.
Exactly. So I will say, out of character mechanic wise,
Oil slipperiness.
boy, it's slightly different.
Oh, okay.
But so quick water gives you know that all of her things always, usually, well, not always, but oftentimes have unforeseen side effects. Because she just does this, she just makes it up. So quick water is a potion of haste, essentially. I'm not going to tell you the side effects because you don't know them yet. And
I like it too much. It's good.
and getaway covers you in a thick. It's actually a fairly thick layer of slime. You can take disengage as a bonus action, and you have advantage on any grapple checks that you are trying to resist. Among other things.
Well, tell me, how much is the quick water?
Well, I've been selling it to these fools out here for 150 gold each, but I'll give it to you for 100.
Well, you know what? I don't have that kind of money right now, but I'll have to keep this in mind and come back after I've talked to my companions, because we might be able to scrape it together. All right. Is there anything you're looking for, darling?
Oh, I'm always looking for some odds and ends or interesting herbs or something of that nature.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for interesting herbs as I'm walking around here.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. And I will continue on going towards the Silver Blades,
Okay.
unless anybody stops me.
I am gonna jump to as you're on the way to Ruse and Sen. As Ruse, you are hunting a contract for an ass dwarf named Red.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I think probably the best way to go about this would just be to pop into taverns and question some of the tavern keeps. They seem to know the most information because they get to watch and listen to all of the good stuff.
Okay. So there's a few different taverns that you've frequented. You pop into one. It's called the Broken Cast Inn and Tavern. It is not well kept. It lives up to its name. It looks like there's been lots of bar fights in here. Behind the bar is we'll say a tiefling. A red tiefling says, "Ruse, welcome. What can I
Long time
do
no
for
talk.
you?"
Oh, you know, the usual.
I'm trying
Today's
to kill someone
special.
again.
Oh, of course, of course. It's the
Lovely.
only way I make money around here. And look, I even brought a friend. Turns out I can make those. I'll gesture over at Sen. I don't look back and see that at all.
I'm very proud of you for making friends, Ruse. You're not here to
you.
kill me, are you?
Oh no, never, never. Not with the way you make drinks.
I have one gift to the world.
How do you make
All
drinks?
alcohol, no anything else. It's almost what you drink, Sen, but less disgusting.
They say my drinks make you see things.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Okay. He goes and starts mixing a drink, and as he's doing it, so I assume you're here to ask me some questions.
Yeah, have you heard of, and they're gonna look around the room, a dwarf with maybe a rather large behind, goes by the name of Red.
Oh, that asswipe. He doesn't have a large ass. He's just an ass.
Oh, really? That's so disappointing.
No, he's just... He's the worst. Critical about everything, complains about everything. He's one of those customers. You watch as he's like pouring in one of the spirits into your drink. Just like holds it there. Like normally it's like a 1-2 count and stop. It's just like 1, 2.
This makes
3,
Sen very
4,
happy.
5. You know those customers that they come in, they eat their whole plate, and then they complain about it? That's him. So I'm not really
Alright.
surprised that that's who you're looking for. Though I haven't seen him a few days back. It's probably the last time I saw him. He was in here with a crew from that ship that's anchored in here with the I think they're calling it the Black Ballad.
Ruse will look pointedly at Sen. Black Ballad.
He and one of the crew members were drinking, and I don't know. They seemed to be getting on, and then Red left, dined and dashed.
Of course.
So he's not coming back in here. If I have anything to say about it, which it seems like you're going to help me with, which I'm not mad about. If he does have any gold on you, if you wouldn't mind bringing like a gold and 6 silver pieces to cover his meal from the other night, I'd be greatly appreciative.
I got you. You know what? Here, and Ruse will pull out like 2 gold pieces. This will cover the tab and our drinks.
You are wonderful, Ruse. Anyways, yeah, they left. Though now that I think about it, the other fellow, I'm not familiar with them. Had kind of a look on their face that was kind of upset. They were chasing him out. But that's the last I saw him.
2 days ago. I wonder if he was hired by the Black Ballad. Okay.
It's a possibility, I suppose. Though I have heard they're not really in the market for hiring.
I think their version of hiring is more just bring aboard the ship and then we never see them again. That seems to be the the
That's-
vibe that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Call that abduction? Not exactly hiring.
Yeah.
Well, abduction under false pretenses. You know, it might still be abduction.
Pretty sure that's still abduction.
Okay. Now, my dear friend, do we know of any other bars nearby?
Sure.
that-
Of course, I know everything about this island because I live
that
here.
we think Red would
Sin
probably...
also knows this whole place.
I need you, Sin. I need you to roll a con save.
I knew that was coming. That's all right.
I feel like I need a how it started and how it's going.
A
side by
10.
side.
So
That's a plus
as you
6.
you drink, your fingers start tingling. Your toe, or you have hooves. Do hooves tingle? Your hooves
Oh, yeah.
start tingling.
FYI, hooves
Sure.
are giant toenails.
Oh,
Ah.
welcome to On Winds and Whispers, an educational stream. The colors of everything start to change. This red tiefling turns blue. Ruse is green and yellow. Things start to move around you. And you are going to be at disadvantage for probably the next hour on
On what?
perception checks. And
I'm at disadvantage on all skill checks already because I'm exhausted. So
and
Time me
dexterity
out.
and dexterity checks and saves.
Oh, saves.
And you can roleplay. You can roleplay hallucinations however you would like. But they are all happy and fun, if not a little bit trippy and weird.
I would say that Sin doesn't show any outward look at this. He looks at the bartender and smiles, then looks over at Ruse. It's like that's actually an improvement. Thanks, my guy. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Come back anytime. Anyways, Ruse. Well, me and my other barkeeps have been kind of talking about Red, and we've kind of set up a ban on him. He is friends with the blacksmith, though, or I shouldn't say friends. The blacksmith has always kind of cleaned up after him.
I
Interesting.
mean, aren't blacksmiths just war profiteers?
Yeah.
Aren't you a war profiteer?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's
That
the
wasn't an
problem?
insult. That's capitalism. I appreciate it.
How we thrive.
Anyways, you might want to check with him, but
Okay, and the blacksmith's name one more time.
is a name that I have right
You don't have a
here.
name. I love
Cork
my
you.
names. Cork Q?
Corku, yeah.
Cork Q. Okay. All right. That you've been a delight as always. I'm just gonna take my friend, and we'll get going. I'll talk to you some other time.
Okay.
Sin sort of slips out of his seat a little bit, stands up. Good. Don't worry about it.
So, Arena, as you are heading towards the that other group that I wrote about, the Silverblade crew, with kind of their ragtag bunch of stuff. One of the things you have learned about them is they really do scavenge junk. Like, they think they're finding these like lost treasures and whatever and try to pawn them off. But as someone with kind of an eye for that, like, it's all just like wow, you found a broken brick, good job. Like, that's the kind of stuff that they typically find. As you approach, though, there's a human who you're familiar with. Very very classic piratey look, black hair, black beard, got kind of like a bandana. Arena, what can I do for you?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
I'm doing well until you walked up. If you have
Oh,
business with us,
great. I love ruining your day.
if you have business with us, make it quick. I'm not here to
No,
listen to you berate these beautiful findings that we've made.
Ooh. What was that?
Have a look for yourself if you've got gold for it. And on this table is bunches of like junk, rubble. There's like a broken dagger that is not ancient. It's just like someone lost it, and it's a little bit rusty. But there is one thing that you notice. It's just a small, little ceramic-looking, almost medallion, and on it is this figure, this carving of a hooded figure with their hands open. There's
Okay.
something about it that kind of calls to you.
Okay. So I don't actually even really look at it for too long. I kind of let my eyes skim past it and look at something a bit bigger on the table, probably like part of a bowl or something that's a bit chipped. And I kind of pick it up and I start just looking it over. Where did you say you found this one?
Oh, on the western end of the Crescent Isles, there's a little old ruin there.
Oh, really?
If
And
I were to
I'll
say,
start,
it's
like-
probably a shrine of some sort to one of the ancient gods.
Ooh, and
Probably
I'll
from the time
start
of
like
lore.
I'll start turning it around in my hands and asking really detailed questions, kind of shoving it in their face a little bit. And as I'm kind of moving it around a lot over the table, I will try to sleight of hand pick up that porcelain thing
Okay,
and just kind of shove it in a pocket.
roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. Come on. 21?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yes.
And I am going to message you something.
Oh my gosh, you're so cool.
Because as you
That was boss.
pick it up, Perry just flies away, like away from this thing, kind of like over it, and you feel almost a voice in your head. Welcome home, child.
Hold on, I'm writing that down. Okay. And then after another moment, just to kind of make sure I hold off a moment, continuing to ask questions and listen, and trying to see if anybody caught up on the fact that I just stole something. Feeling okay about it, I'm like, you know what? This really just looks like garbage. You know what? You have a great day. Well, we'll see you in your junk later. And I will continue on.
You hear in the, I hate her every time. I think she's gonna buy something, and she just walks away and calls our junk. And you hear him say that and like kind of like look around. And Lyra, is there anything you're doing in this market, real quick?
Oh, well, I probably, real quick, would turn to Voth and just kind of, like, thinking about the day we've had, just say, Voth, don't you ever get tired of hiding all of this magic or trying to keep that away from people's eyes?
I don't do magic.
Well, don't your siblings do something sort of magical?
No.
No. Well, I suppose it's just me by myself then.
I think Arena does magic too, but she's very secret about it. Like you should be.
Well, you've never tried to. You've never had to deal with this then. It's something that's so much a part of me, and what I can do. I'm nothing without this magic.
I see what you mean. It's like when I go into a town with all of my siblings and people try to avoid us or kill us.
Sure, but it's
I
it's
can't
more...
get rid of them. They're part of me.
Exactly.
They're my blood.
It's a part of me. It's not something I can change anymore. It's I'm sick of trying to make myself smaller for other people and make myself acceptable.
I never thought of it that way.
And don't you ever think that maybe they have a reason that they should be afraid of these? Maybe they should respect this power that we've been given.
No one laughs at me anymore.
I'll just take that as an answer and nod.
You should do more magic.
Alright.
And if
Okay.
people don't like it, kill them.
You know, I think that can be arranged.
I can just picture Ruse, if Ruse was there, just being like, yeah, no, that makes sense. That checks out.
Do it. Go for it.
Absolutely. Feels right.
Speaking of Ruse and Sen, as you head over to the blacksmiths, you see Korku, who you're familiar with. He's actually got one regular arm and one mechanical arm that you see like a hammer is like lashed into. He's kind of like banging on something as you walk in. He says, "How can I help you?"
How's it going there? I really want to call you Corkscrew. What was your name again, sir?
It's Korku.
Corku. Right. Blacksmith. Have you heard of any say shitty dwarves with not a large ass but kind of treat you like an ass?
I've heard of lots of dwarves like that.
What about one named Red?
I'm going to need you to roll an insight check real quick.
I'm no good at that.
Can I roll as well?
Please.
Yes, sure.
Oh, roll that disadvantage, my friend. What?
Sen sees all.
It's just the hallucinations. Just putting him closer to his patron.
I love that.
Let me
Outraged.
see here. That's gonna
Really
be.
great.
Why is that not? Why is that not clickable? Let me click the thing. I just want to click the button.
Click the button.
Okay, I will roll a d20. Oh my god, Sen. Amazing.
Right? Right. Sen is drunk.
Okay. The commoner's modifier of +0 means he does not keep it cool. He said, no, I've not. Glances behind. I'm not heard of him.
No, not a dwarf. Kind of like this height. Narrow waist, predictably. Probably grubby little hands. None of that?
No dwarfs. I don't. I haven't served a dwarf in. So what? Do you need any weapons or anything forged? Maybe a horseshoe or something.
Sin is going to use prestidigitation.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna kind of like step behind Ruse, and then like say a little thing and snap his fingers. And what this blacksmith smells, it smells like he just stepped into a pile of horse poop, and it is right in his nose.
What is that? What is that? What are you doing
It gets
to
worse, my friend. It
What's
gets
the
worse.
issue?
Honesty is the best policy, or something like that.
Red, run! And you hear this dwarf like fall out of a cupboard, basically. Like with a bunch of metal clattering, falls to the ground. They have bright red hair.
Yeah.
red is very clearly a nickname. It looks fake almost how red this hair is. Weathered skin. And he yells out, "You'll never catch me!" Starts running.
How crowded is this place where we are?
It's a blacksmith, so there's like the fires and the anvils and stuff like that, but it's fairly easy to maneuver.
Can I perhaps get a clear shot on him?
Yeah. I support
Because if
it.
so, that's the idea.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, do.
Okay. Then I shall Eldritch Blast.
I was just gonna knock over like an anvil on his toe or something, so that's much more thoughtful.
Oh no. Okay. Then in that case, I will push the button. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's nice.
The 20 will hit, and I technically didn't say you had disadvantage on those, so.
Yeah, not a skill check. And I actually have a thing to help me with this too. I have Grasp of Hadar as my Eldritch Invocation.
Remind me which one that is. Is that pulls them
basically-
closer?
Yeah, pulls them closer to me by
Okay.
10 feet.
So as it slams into him, what the bloody hell is happening to me? I am gonna need you to roll damage.
Oh, sure.
Oops.
And I got another shot at him.
That's true, you do.
I'm assuming the
Okay,
10
this
won't
is-
hit, though.
The 10 won't hit. No. But he gets up and says, "You'll never take me on that bloody ship!" And he pulls his sword out and is ready to fight. You see the blacksmith, Korkyu, not a fighter, starts backing away.
Bruce, go do your thing, whatever it is that you do.
Fine. And do I get like a one free action before we do a little bit of initiative?
Sure, because this is a bounty thing. I'm happy for you to have that.
All right, with my bonus, I'm gonna bite my hand. That blood is going to turn into fire, and then I'm just gonna punch him in the face a couple times, a few times.
Poor guy.
Beautiful.
Doing regular damage as well as fire damage. So, attack. My punches aren't truly as good as my arrow. Oh, does a 20 hit?
Yes.
No punch time. Oh, yeah. Well, you see.
And then again, 'cause I'm gonna use my fury. Well, actually, is that a bonus? That's a bonus. If we're gonna use my bonus, so let me just roll a 1d4 for a little bit of fire damage, just to see how much to fire.
Okay. And then you can roll initiative. You and Sen and this fellow.
Sweet, sweet boy.
Fellow.
Why does that keep happening? Am I on? Oh,
Are you not
I
on
think
the
I'm
right
on.
roll 20?
No, I think I'm on player. I don't know. Something weird is happening. So I'm just gonna have to roll regular dice. So initiative. Well, not regular dice, but I'll just do that. Okay, he's got a bad. So what did you get, Ruse?
I got a 10.
That be him. Sen, are you rolling initiative, or are you stepping back and watching? Okay.
I'm rolling initiative.
Okay.
I got to show Ruse up.
Okay.
Ugh, as if.
I gave Ruse a chance.
Okay.
True. And they did what they could, and it wasn't enough.
Mhm, they did.
What did you get?
12.
Oh, 12. There it is. I can read. I'm a reader. And red. And I think right now, right before we jump into this, we are going to take a 10-minute break. and see what Ruse and Sen do to this ass dwarf. So y'all, we will be back at your respective hour 28, so 2 minutes to 30, to see what happens with the rest of our time in this port, and that crew complication is coming up very soon.
Oh.
So we will see you in 10 minutes.
All right.
Hello, we are back for more pirate shenanigans. If you are just joining us, welcome back to On Winds and Whispers. You know what I realized we forgot to do? Is we forgot to have your characters give their 2-sentence summary of what happened last time.
I was actually thinking of that my drive home.
So, I'm on the wrong screen again. I have 2 Roll20s up, and that's just too much for my brain to handle. I'm gonna go hide you over here. Go hide.
Wait, that says... What did that say?
Huh? What did what say?
Clip it.
So, as we jump back into our story, first I want to say thanks to Roll20 for their sponsorship of this show. The show is brought to you by Roll20, which is a wonderful tool, as you can see us using over in this corner. And I think that's all I'm going to say right now. Because let's just keep playing some D&D, because we got a lot of stuff to do. We got complications to deal with. We've got problems to
Cause. And solve.
Yeah. So why don't you all give your 1 to 2 sentence summary in character of what the first half of our stream was thus far.
Ooh, okay.
I got to splash someone in the face with their own drink. He was interesting.
Ruse got to meet a satyr of legend and is very enamored.
I think the crew is trying to sell us out. I'm telling the captain.
The Black Ballad is not a front for the Drazenry. It's a much larger problem, comma, but Lyra will take care of it.
Feel really bad about not equipping Biscuit with the tools of subtlety when responding to sending.
We kind of left him out to dry.
So
It was a group effort.
That's a real Voth Lyra 1-2 punch. So since that, if you are just joining in, that would mean absolutely nothing to all of you. The quick summary is our crew has been in the port of Havren, a small island port in kind of the north of the nation of Terran. It's off the beaten path. Only pirates typically end up in this place on purpose, aside from these 3 noble gnomes that our crew hired for their gold. It's typically not how hiring works, but I love it. The crew met a Captain Selenius Fearheart, the captain of the Black Ballad, a being who exists more in legend and myth than in person typically. And our crew had different reactions to him. Some were enamored, some were terrified. They were invited to a dinner party on board the ship that Captain Dira, their captain, does not seem to be thrilled about the idea of doing that. They were considering figuring out how to blow up the ship from the outside, did some shopping, and Ruse is bounty hunting as of now. And Arena found a special little trinket that she got a little message about in Discord, which is fun. So, Sen and Ruse, you have made it into this small little blacksmith shop run by Corku, this human who looks like a typical smither, though he is missing an arm and is replaced with some sort of mechanical contraption that he uses to hammer. He was not very discreet in trying to work a lie through to you that he was hiding Red in this...
A cupboard.
In a cupboard. He's a dwarf, he's small. And Red, I realized in retrospect, sounds like a leprechaun when he talks. That was not on purpose. But he is trying to put up a fight for his life after saying that you won't take him back to that, or you won't get him on that ship. And with that, Sen, it is your drunk turn.
Did we mention that Sen's on drugs? We should probably mention that Sen's on drugs.
It's special alcohol.
Yeah, yeah.
What ship? What ship?
You're not.
Sen says as he just starts punching.
What are you?
Oh no!
On that one, the effects of the alcohols are in place as he kind of fairly easily moves out of your way and kind of gives you a quizzical look.
Quizzical that.
Yeah, and as you kind of regain your footing, you just clock him square in the face and roll that damage. Oh jeez.
Bludgeoning
he's
damage.
He's gonna go down.
And with that hit?
No, not with that hit,
haven't-
but fast.
Good. Okay, then I'm going to spend a moxie die and roll another hit.
Jeez.
Oh my god!
Ay, ay, ay.
That one,
If you roll 20,
the one,
you.
the one in between was more luck than skill at this point, given your current state of inebriation. But as you clock him in the face, the Black Paladin, you're not here for them. And he's backing up, trying to escape. But Ruse, it is your turn.
No, we're not here for them. Did they try to recruit? They do recruit, right? Confirm, they do actually try to recruit, right?
No, I was having drinks with one of them, and he's continuing to back away as best he can, and he he was talking about how they're trying to there's some of the crew members are dead but they're not dead, and I guess he wasn't supposed to say that, but he was a little bit drunk, and then he tried to chase me down to this place, and so I just figured you were part of that crew.
No, I mean, I'm gonna just small heads up, and Roos is gonna pull out their bow and arrow. Has he moved enough away that I won't have disadvantage with my
Sure.
ranged?
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
I'm stronger with my arrows. Potentially. Does a 12 hit?
It does hit. It
Okay.
does.
It's only 4 piercing. Hold on, it's a Kensai weapon, so my arrows are also on fire.
Amazing.
It's not much. It's more for flair. I want to light his pants on fire, you know?
Done.
Yeah, no, we are not here for the Black Ballad. In fact, I was just gonna cut your head off. You're a bit of a dick.
Oh, actually, I had another attack I could have tossed in there. Don't worry about it.
Gosh. That's warranted death sentence.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't think I can do anything with my bonus. I'm learning this character. I got this.
Yeah.
It's my first time actually playing a monk, and I'm really not playing the monk like.
I feel the same way about this character. Like, when I was playing this in a game before, I was mostly DMing those sessions, so I only played 3 or 4.
Oh,
And I was still like, oh, okay, that's how that works.
Oh, I can do that. Or a monk weapon is a bonus action. Okay, cool. So I can use my Kensai again. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a key point. Because I thought I could only use my key points for violence with my Fury of Blows, but they also proc with my Kensai weapon, which is my fists and the bow.
Beautiful.
So let's just, I'm going to shoot, if his pants aren't lit, they will be lit on fire after this.
no!
That pants is lit.
Oh no! Does an 11 hit? Probably not.
An 11 does not hit.
Like
No.
ants on fire.
No.
I shoot right next to him.
It's like, well, who's the bounty from? And he reaches up. That's the end of your turn, correct?
Yep.
He
Be
reaches up
careful with those, please.
and just grabs grabs one of the smithing hammers and chucks it at you
Ow. Hope it
for a 22.
Oh my god, it hit!
That's a hit.
Ugh.
for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, it hurts so much. Oof.
He says, leave me alone!
You are an ass.
You're
Who's
trying to
didn't I tell you
kill
about
me!
trying to catch things?
I know. Wendell used my reaction. Today is not the day.
Brutal callback. I love that.
And 7 is your turn. As he continues
Okay.
to try to, he's like on his butt, like doing that shuffle back in terror.
Sen just Superman punches.
Oh god, that hits. That's gonna hit. 12
bludgeoning damage.
And why don't you describe that and how Red dies?
Oh no.
I'm not trying to kill him.
Oh,
Actually.
you're just going okay.
I'm leaving that up to Roos. But
Okay.
let's see. This one would be he reaches out with his which one of my hands? I think it's the left hand that has the lost one on it. So he just punches him right into the forehead. So there's a big old thing that says lost right across his forehead because brass knuckles just blasted him in his face.
Beautiful.
KO'd.
Yeah, and he goes down. Korkyu is, hey, don't. Why do you have to kill him? What?
Shut up.
We're working. We're working. You get it.
Why do we have to kill him?
Another. Oh, there's a bounty on him.
What's the bounty?
Oh, but well, I wrote a bunch of numbers. 2,300?
2,300? Is that what I said?
I think.
Great.
But dead. Was very specifically dead.
Who's it by?
I only have ass in here, so.
They literally listed him as.
Not super clear on who. If you want to pay me that, I will keep him alive. I do not mind. I could care less about him. I just want that money.
Done.
Yeah, I'd get part of that though.
Yeah, the you'd get the 300 while I get the 2,000.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what I just did?
Fine. 700?
What kind of negotiator are you?
I don't negotiate. This is in my favor. 800.
Hey, my guy, I'm gonna kill this dude, and then I'm gonna take the bounty. Or I can just stop her, and you can give me the money, because I'm clearly capable of finishing this.
Oh.
I'll just let them do whatever they do.
This is above.
Okay,
my...
well, Blacksmith, we're gonna split even. If you just, this is gonna be 50-50.
There we go. All right,
Mhm,
there.
mhm.
See?
Okay.
Now you've learned how to negotiate, Roos. Thank you.
Can you make that fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. And like, Riz will like pull out the paper. See this? Gone. Done. And like, it goes up in flames because their fists are still on fire.
Okay. And he goes and he says,
They can be so kind when they want to be.
Could you close your eyes real quick?
No.
Okay. Fine. And he goes and goes into one of the cupboards, and you hear him like unlocking stuff and pulls out some gold, a big bag of gold, and closes it and says, "For your troubles, I'm trying to get him off the island. He's
Problem.
He's got a soft heart, if you like, well beneath the ass."
Huh. We'll take your word for that. Thank you for the gold, and it's been good doing business with you.
You as well.
See you later.
Okay.
You should bring me
like-
along more often, Roos.
And like they are like grudgingly counting out the gold and like putting it into another bag as we're walking like back towards the ship. I don't want to do this.
Okay. So are all of you headed back to the ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want one of you to basically flip a coin, because I had another idea for the crew complication while we were on break, and so I want one of y'all. Okay. Wonderful. So you two make it back to the crew. You see Captain Dira you see her like this every once in a while, where she gets where she's just like frustrated, and she's doing like normal deckhand stuff. She's like scrubbing the ship and doing that stuff. Like it's kind of how she processes really, really big decisions. So you see her doing that. Hearth is just standing maybe 10 feet behind her, like eyes wide, like what's going on? And as you approach, as you two, the other three, are you all headed back, or is there anything you all wanted to do on? Okay, so we'll say all 5 of you kind of get there about the same time. And Hearth, since she's been back here, she has not said a single word. What the hell did you do?
Lots of things. Would you like the list now or later?
Now,
Do you know Heartless? He kind of ran through a wall and punched me a bunch of times and nearly killed me.
He's below deck.
Yes.
I heard that
well,
part of the story.
Is he by the kitchen?
No, he should be in the armory.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
I'm gonna go say hey. I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to shake his hand also.
Sin has the
Any friend of
bag.
Captains are friends of mine.
Sin's just like, I'd nearly die for this again. This was a good day.
This
Sin.
Sin splits off the share of the gold that Arena and Lyra earned as well.
Oh, I was just gonna ask for how much was it? It was like 150.
100
A hun-
because
100
you're her
gold.
friend.
It was 100. Yeah. I was just gonna ask for 100. Madam Vice has an interesting potion I wanted to try.
Sin gives you 300 gold.
Oh, thank you.
Go play.
Okay. I'm gonna run real quick. We can just skip through it, but she's gonna go get the potion from the speedy one
okay.
from Madam Vice.
The quick water.
Yes.
Lyra,
Oh, I love being a pirate.
300 gold. I guess as an aside, I would try to find a fence at some point for those gems, but whatever.
Okay, we might do that off camera.
Sure. Yeah.
And just figure out how much it'll cost. So Heartless is still standing on it. It can't just be, or Hearth. Wow, a lot of similarly named characters.
H, yeah.
Hearth is like, it can't just be Heartless. That she brought him. What did you do?
That's a real loaded question. I mean, a lot of things.
I'll leave that
Oh,
one.
it was a long day.
That's
And who are these gnomes
Both.
that are standing there all giddy?
Moneybacks. I mean, our new crewmates.
He looks them over. Oh,
They've already got experience stealing, so
They do.
they're halfway there. They're beginners still.
Is that a good... Okay. They look pretty fresh.
Oh, they're very fresh.
Very fresh.
Like, are they going to
Hearth,
be...
you should probably put them to work. Probably give them something to do. They're eager. Also, Captain Fearheart's in the port and invited Dira and the rest of us out to dinner. Sorry, you're not invited.
from
I'm gonna
below
go
deck.
talk to. I'm gonna go talk
Specifically not invited.
The whole like this legendary pirate is in port, invited you all to dinner.
Yes.
Like that goes
Yes.
over Hearth's head.
Mhm.
Why am I not invited?
Because you're the responsible one. You need to be here to keep the ship safe and deal with the new crew. I'm sorry.
He just
tough being.
gestures to the gnomes, and you hear him muttering as he walks off. Every time they get to do something fun, all I get to do is deal with giant death mosquitoes. I thought I was the first mate.
Heavy hangs the head of responsibility as Voth quietly as Hearth walks away, and then goes below deck to talk with Heartless.
So actually, let's do Heartless first. So as you get below deck, Heartless is in kind of the armory. You see him just kind of sharpening some swords. Something he's very proficient at, the use of weapons. He looks at you, Ruse. So you're here too.
Oh, of course. The ship has been pretty good crew we have here. I just, could you do me a solid and not kill them?
Oh, why would I kill any of the crew?
Oh, good. I was just checking. No, we're good. Mm-hmm.
Is there someone I want to kill here?
Listen.
Is that
yeah.
Seda here?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Keep your profanities inside. This is work. We work together. When we work, there is very specific violence, okay? Let's just consider it another job. You're getting paid for this.
He crosses any lines, he's going overboard.
Sin comes down the stairs.
Go
Walks
to the
back
kitchen,
up.
Stan. Go to the kitchen.
he gives you this.
Okay, and I don't want to. This is going to be in quieter tones. I don't respect San, but I want to keep him alive. Okay, just I've got brings out the pouch of 100, 1,000, and 150 gold and jingles it. There's some money in this. If you just don't throw him overboard, please.
Fine.
Okay. All right. Anyways, it's good seeing you. You really should have had a drink with me. I don't know. You get so angry and then you just see red sometimes.
Do you know what he did?
No, I don't super care.
I was running
Honest.
a perfectly good crew down in Waterdeep. We were making lots of money. He was making lots of money that he chose to go waste at the gambling table. He's not that good if he doesn't use his loaded dice. Which I don't know if you ever play with him. He does have those. Just so you know.
I lose every time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's a
hard
giant.
lesson to learn.
He's a giant fucking cheater.
Yeah.
He started rumors that there would be better ways to run the crew. And then on a ship you called a mutiny, but they threw me out of my own crew that I started. Some of these folks, I basically raised them. I was their older brother or father figure.
Mutinies are never not funny, so look, I got a party to go get dressed. It's been good seeing you. I've got some fluffy clothing I want to go try on, but
I do like
take care,
ruffles.
Heartless.
Lots of ruffles.
So many ruffles.
All
Remember
right.
that one time we did the gig? We had to go to the noble's house and I had ruffles up here, and trying to get you dressed, we found out literally nothing fits you. Yeah, similar outfit.
I mean, that's the reason I mostly just have the armor and the skin showing. It's
Yeah.
Tailors
if you
are
want
not-
some ruffles, I can give you one for your wrists.
I could go for some wrist ruffles.
Yes. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back.
You're the best. Fuck you, Sen.
gonna go.
You hear from below deck.
Die in a fire.
You too.
I think Voth was coming downstairs too.
Yeah, Voth was just sort of off to the side, watching this. He had some of the baby children with him, and he's like, "No, it's important that one day you hunt all of your own food, but there's nothing wrong with scavenging. So if either of them kills the other one, that's free food right there."
Heartless, this big Goliath looks up at you like just these like wide eyes, like what is happening?
Oh, hey, Heartless. We didn't get a chance to meet each other earlier. My name's Voth, the bosun of this ship, quartermaster. Is there any gear you need? Are you crew now? I didn't get quite a read from the captain. She's very upset right now.
Yeah, no, I am. She basically just handed me a bag of gold and said, "Come with me.
No,
You're hired." And I've worked with Deer a time or two.
Well, I'm the bosun for the ship, so if there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Will do.
I see you're here in the armory by yourself, unescorted. Don't do that again.
What? Why not?
Got rules.
Is this day one you're arguing with the bosun? That's rough. A tough day, huh?
Apologies. It won't happen again.
Anything you need?
Permission to be in the armory and sharpen some weapons.
Yeah, permission granted. I've got some blades that need sharpening too.
Yeah, no, I know.
We've got a party to get to tonight.
What is this party?
Let me tell you all about it. Voth proceeds to sit down with Heartless while he's like checking his arms and his pistols and his blades, and basically just sort of like in very flat tones telling Heartless exactly everything that's going on. Every once in a while stopping to like be like, just like, oh, is that how you're sharpening the blades? Oh, I've never tried that before. Or have you tried this? But he's like, it's not like insulting. It's very much like a sharing of, like a skill share. You're going to skill share.
Heartless is, like, as you're telling me, like, oh, Deer really is in a situation.
She's quite angry.
I hope you, come back from the party
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
alive.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Big Goliath hand pats you on the shoulder pretty firmly. Well, I kind of like to work on these in quiet, peace and quiet. It's how I quiet my mind, and I've had a pretty emotional day.
Voth absolutely respects that and will continue like doing his work, but just kind of like quietly, side by side, and kind of like establishing a rapport with Heartless. Voth has had to be quiet for long periods of time, unlike you.
Okay. I'm just sending something to the chat. Don't mind it. So, the rest of you who are on deck, you see this squatty, peg-legged individual walking towards the ship. More shambling than walking. Biscuit.
Biscuit!
Walks up onto the deck. He's very pale.
Oh no.
Says, "I'm to give you a message." This
Well, spit it out.
This is a present from Captain Fearheart. His head rolls off.
Oh,
Eyes
God!
still open. Could you put me back, please?
I think if his head rolls up, Arena instantly like punts it off.
Yeah.
The head rolling off, I was like, Eldritch Blast.
Fire.
As you kick it, you hear, "Body, I hope you find me."
Oh, no.
And from the water, below, kind of off the gangplank, bubbles start to come up. This song fills the air. You can't understand any of the words, but if any of you looked over at the Black Ballad, you would see Fearheart smiling, his lute out, singing a song, and behind the ship where the crystals are that cause it to fly from the water that you are harbored in, this winged creature that looks. You see like chunks of its flesh has fallen off. You see, you can see some of its bones flaps up, and as that happens, you watch as the black ballad begins to rise and take off. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I didn't see any of this coming.
I'm so sad for Biscuit. He got turned
I
into
know.
his
He lost his head.
Yeah, he really lost his head there.
Oh my gosh, is he like that pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean with like the crab head, just separate entity now?
I wonder if it isn't.
Okay.
Well, I'm going last.
Nope.
That feels right.
Okay. I didn't realize beforehand that this was not in my thing. But that's okay.
How did you get a 2.14? What?
Oh, you can add your dex.
Oh.
That way,
So
if you get a
that's
tie,
for
you have the tiebreaker.
Mhm.
But what's your total dex?
16.
Then you would go before me.
Well, there's a 12. We have Lyra. Ooh, and a 16.
And this is a flying creature. It's coming at us.
The ship
it's-
is flying.
Oh,
which
the
is
ship.
No,
nice.
no. So let me explain that a little bit better.
Okay.
So the Black Ballad, that ship is taking off. Whatever this creature is that does have wings and appears to be able to fly is emerging from the water.
Oh, okay, we're in the water.
Oh,
Okay.
got it.
You did say that. My brain just didn't register.
Oh, well, and they're going last. So that's good news for you.
Yay.
We have Arena is... We have... Sen is 11. 1-4. Get that little dex bonus in there. And Ruse with an 8.
Oh, yep. They were really busy trying to find out an outfit to wear for the party that we're not going to. So.
It's definitely a memorable night.
Oh, yes.
It really is.
So this creature is starting to flap its wings. It looks like it was once dead. As you see its bones, you see some of its organs like hanging out. There's like seaweed and barnacles encrusted on parts of it. And it raises up and lets out this shriek. And as it does, it bites into the back of the ship and just rips it.
What?
Oh, this captain's one of those necrobards.
And so it is Lyra's turn as it's latched kind of it's about 10 feet below where you would be if you were on the back of the ship where you normally steer.
Perfect. And so it is flying currently.
It's latched onto your ship.
Oh, it's latched on. Okay. Oh, I'm so indecisive. I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to hold a spell for if we can take off. Then if it falls after us, I want to cast a spell on it.
Okay, sorry. I was reading something. Can you say that one more time?
Oh yeah, I just want to hold an action so that if our ship takes off and it tries to follow us by flying, then I'm gonna cast a very specific.
Okay, gotcha. What spell are you holding?
I'm gonna hold Earthbind.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Arena, it is not your turn. Voth, it is your turn. It's important if it goes in the right order.
By the blood of the twin moons, Heartless, Get up here! We need your arm! And shouting that down, Voth's going to let loose his musket, and he's going to just take a fire shot at it.
Okay. You will have to run up kind of and aim over the deck, but yeah, you absolutely can do that.
All right. Yeah, runs up on deck, and he's going to go full out on this. He's going to mark it with. He's going to send his younglings after it and say. He's going to say, Quirlish, Betsy, go for the eyes. And he's using his favorite foe class feature.
Okay.
And gonna go ahead and then also Hunter's Mark as well.
Okay.
So if this hits, we're gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna sharpshooter this. Make sure it actually hits.
Okay.
There's a 24 hit.
A 24 does happen to hit, yes.
Excellent. So that's gonna be 24 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna fire at it again.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Does it an 8 hit? Wait, that was me sharpshootering. Well, I clicked it. I have to live with it. Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does definitely not hit.
I go for the eyes and I miss. I just graze off. Does it have horns?
It does have horns. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I graze one of its horns, but it's not a killing blow.
So I'm picturing it going like through some of these chunks that are missing out of it.
There we go.
Good gravy, Steven. And with that, it is...
Ooh, gravy.
Yeah, is
Oh, wait.
Sen's turn.
It should be Arena before me.
What?
Because Arena has a higher dex.
Oh,
but
it just didn't roll into
she
it.
didn't have
Okay.
yeah, right.
Gotcha. Okay, Arena, it is actually your turn now.
Beautiful. So I'm gonna say it's reasonable to assume that there's probably some, at least one crossbow sitting somewhere on the deck. So I'm gonna run it and grab it
Okay.
and start shooting the whatever this thing is. Do we have any idea what this thing is? I'm gonna yell out. Any idea what this is?
You
and
can
try to shoot it.
if you want to, you absolutely can roll a thing. You could roll a nature check. You could roll a nature check.
I could roll a nature check. I'll roll a nature check. Let's 8. I don't know what this thing is. What is this thing?
It's a
Does
scary.
not look natural.
It's a scary thing. Okay.
It's very scary. It's got horns and scales and wings.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack.
I do not have a crossbow in a thing.
If you want, when you look up crossbow and like the compendium, you should be able to just drag and drop it into your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
there we go.
that is one of my favorite features that I didn't know existed when I first started using Roll20.
Crits!
Nice.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
And I have a question. Can it see me?
It can see you, yes, because you're gonna have to lean over the deck to fire at it.
Is it engaged with one of my allies?
It is not. You're not getting sneak attack on this one, unfortunately.
Darn it. One could argue that the ship is an ally.
Because you're a dragon.
You know what? One could try to argue that, yes.
One could. Anyways, that would be my turn. I'm gonna kind of back up so I'm not right on the edge, though.
How much damage?
Shoot. Sorry. It is 5 piercing damage.
Looks like it did the
Oh yes.
The crit, so it's
That's
10.
crit. 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. And now it is Sen's turn.
Is this thing close enough for me to get to punching range?
You Oh, you have spider climb.
I do.
So, sure.
Excellent. In that case, then, as a bonus action, I'm going to start off, and I'm going to use Dread Hand.
Okay.
And the right hand grows out to the furry, like oranges,
Dr. Jekyll
Yeti
arm.
arm. And Sin's eyes go black, and he just starts running towards this thing, and then just smash.
Okay.
Let's see what. I'm assuming 23 will hit.
23 will hit, yes.
That is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I assume 18 will also hit.
18 will not hit.
No. What?
This is
Interesting.
scary.
What? How much damage was the first one?
No.
Is that
12.
12? Thank you.
We are in danger.
Oh, yes. Excellent. One of the things with the Dread Hand is the first time I miss with one of my attacks, I can make an additional attack as part of the same action. So
Hey.
Amazing.
I can only do this form once a day, though.
Okay.
22 hits.
At 22 does hit, yes.
And okay, that's 9 damage, and that is all I can use this turn because that was my bonus action and my action.
Okay.
Yep.
Ruse, it is your turn.
I have a very important question.
We're
What
level
are
7.
we again?
Level 7.
Well, that's a problem for another day. Okay. Hold on, my roll 20 is refreshing.
Oh, I suppose. Oh.
Yeah, I might see if I can like quick time level myself up. Which means what I'm just gonna do here.
The Cliff Notes.
I can vocalize what I'm doing on roll 20, so I'm going to yeah, there it is. A 3 doesn't hit. Plus, I think it's like plus 8.
Yeah, that will
So
not hit.
then, what I will just do then, I'm going to try and, I mean, I run out from the deck. I probably have like a boa around my neck.
They're so
Analyze the
good.
situation. Throw a wild shot with my bow and arrow, and then they're like, "No, this doesn't make any sense." Can I just roll like a nature to see if I can figure out what this is?
Yes, you
And
can.
that'll be my bonus.
If Ruse actually did work, Sen would really like them.
Do you have any bonus to that?
I do. With my character sheet that's not open, I think I have like a +4 in that. So 14.
It is some kind of undead dragon or drake.
Dang it. Not a Dracolich!
It isn't, actually.
Alright. That's my turn, and they're just gonna like sashay that boa a little bit and get ready for combat.
Okay, so it is this creature's turn. These large wings start to flap as it pulls away from the deck, which Sen, you would get an opportunity attack if you wanted.
Excellent. I absolutely do.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. Before you say anything, I'm going to use one of my loaded dice rolls to re-roll that.
Oh! Okay.
That's a crit. Love it.
Excellent.
Roll that.
That is another
8 plus 5. Math.
13 damage.
Okay. So as it starts to flap away, you do slam into it. Where am I keeping track of its HP?
Can I now that it's using its flying speed, use my Earthbind?
Yes, you may.
Okay, it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength, you say?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Still very strong.
Yep.
A 21.
Oh, barely.
That revealed a
Yes.
thing though. Elder Shadow Drake.
Hand.
We need to run.
It's a little modified. Normally, Elder Shadow Drakes are alive.
Yes, I assumed that was the case.
Alright, nothing happens.
So as it's flying back away from the deck of your ship, where all of you are back gathered on the back, it starts to like this guttural, warped screech starts to ring out, and you watch as this like blackness gets sucked out of the sky into its mouth, and it launches this ball at all of you.
God.
That has a 20-foot radius, which will catch the entire back end of the ship. And I need all of you to make a con save.
Oh, excellent.
I did it.
Okay,
Rip.
so Sen and Lyra, you take half of this.
Mm.
Oh, it doesn't have a clicker? A click button? That's
Click the button.
D6.
1d6.
I need
Got
I need the advanced dice roller for this one.
1d6.
Wow.
So,
That's more.
everyone but Sen and Lyra take 37 cold damage. And the rest
Ow.
of you take half of that, which half of 36 I believe is 13.
18.
And yeah, that's what happens as this black mist explodes. It feels like this icy cold. The like kind of torches on the ship burn out, and it is now Lyra's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna, Captain, I think we really need to get out of here. I'm just gonna run up to the deck and start trying to get this boat moving, I guess. I don't think we can outrun this, but I'm gonna try and get us moving.
Okay, that will be your action as you hear the crystals kind of start to power up. You see some of the other crew members starting to like pull up the anchor and everything, trying to get the ship ready as quick as you can. Dira is down on the main deck, also working to get sails up, get everything going as quickly as we can. You would have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I don't think anything. I don't think Hex is gonna do much here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna use it right now.
Okay. Okay. Then on... Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Then it will be whoever's next on that list. Voss?
That was me rolling for that. I dropped gold on a crit. That's my first weapon.
Amazing.
So there's 5 gold laying on the deck now.
So that icy blast shook Voth's focus, and I'm going to go ahead and say they're not hurt in any way, but it did freeze a few of the siblings who are now kind of like beating a hasty retreat below deck to safety. Mechanically, I'm going to have to recast Hunter's Mark, which
Okay.
I do.
Next siblings.
Yeah,
Next man up. That's the way the rules work.
that's right,
here.
Kilvu. So look, get in there. And I'm gonna this time not even gonna let my mouse stray near the sharpshooter button, as an 18 from Sen's fist didn't even hit the dang thing. A 15's not gonna hit,
Mm-mm.
and an 11's not gonna hit. Oh my lord!
Maybe
Just
not.
throwing shots away, firing wide and far.
Okay. Anything else?
All right, that was my action, my bonus action.
Okay. These shots
And,
ring out.
Yep.
These shots ring out. Most of the crew is focused on getting the ship. It seems like, for the most part, you 5 are the ones fighting. You do hear the big footsteps of Heartless running up deck with his big greatsword. As I choke on my spit. Good God.
No, don't die on us.
Can't give you the Heimlich from here.
No.
Yeah, we're a little far.
Arena, it's your
All right,
turn.
folks.
I'm gonna shoot. Oh god, Arena's hurting so bad.
Oh, Bach, you have...
Arena's kind of like shaking and shivering with the heavy crossbow in her hand, and just tries to shoot another arrow because that's all I got.
Okay. Roll that.
Oh gosh. And she misses. She's just shaking too hard and can't get a steady shot out.
Okay.
And she says, Captain, should I just help with the sails? Do we keep fighting this thing?
We have to keep fighting it. I'll join in a moment. Don't die. Sen, it's your turn.
Excellent advice, Cat.
Very hard with 8 hit points.
Okay. Let's see. Da. All right. Well, Sen's gonna keep doing what Sen does, and as long as it's in range for me to punch, I'm going to punch.
It is not in range for you to punch unless you can leap 30 feet into the air.
I cannot leap 30 feet into the air.
What? Sen can't leap 30 feet into the air?
That's a lot of space to cover. However, I assume this ship has a crow's nest.
Yep.
I'm going to spider climb as far as I can up towards the crow's nest.
Okay. I think it would probably from being on the back of the ship to the crow's nest, it will take your action to dash and all your movement.
Okay, then I don't want to go on all my movement. I just want to get as close as I can to the crow's nest before I do my next thing.
Okay, then
then I'm going to
right at the bottom of it, at the base of it.
Okay, cool. And then I will Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oof.
Yikes.
The 11 misses. You should have a second one, correct? And a 9 misses.
Yeah, those are my rolls.
Yeah.
So this sickly sort of pink black thing has like little ghostly faces comes shooting out of the giant arm up towards this thing, just goes wide and goes wide again. And Sin is just
So you all watch after Sen goes as Heartless pops his head out of the back of the ship where the dragon bit part of it open with his bow, and fires 2 shots. And he hits with one of them.
Hey,
For 4 piercing damage.
good job.
And then it is Ruse's turn.
All right, now that I'm appropriately leveled up, watch.
Watch out.
All right, I'm going to attack with my Kensai longbow,
Okay.
and I can hit twice with that. Come on. Okay, 1 hits. 1 definitely hits.
Oh, you got a guidance in there. 1 does definitely hit.
Thank you for the guidance.
nice.
Friendly DM will tell you it will not help you in that second one.
Yeah.
I'll wait before I use that guidance then.
Yeah.
Let me roll quick damage on that one. 4 plus... how much time has passed? Or actually, how much time can my fist be on fire for? / how long does that last? Okay, I think that's over.
Okay.
What the heck? Let's spend my bonus. Bite my hand. Am I feeling fire today?
Oh, yeah.
It came out of the water, though. And I know this isn't Pokemon, but I feel like electricity of some sort.
Electric types are typically, or water types typically weak to electricity.
Right?
I like the logic.
Yeah. So when they bite their hand, instead of like it erupting in flames, you can see like the sparks of electricity shoot around it. And when they kind of like string their longbow, that electric current goes down the shaft of the bow and fires. So I'm going to do 1d4 damage to myself and an additional 1d4 damage to it.
Okay.
Call it even with 2. And then that was my bonus action, was biting my hand and shooting twice. Can I shoot again, or is that a bonus? That is a bonus. All right, that's going to be my turn.
Okay. After Ruse's turn, it screeches out again, flies down onto the deck where most of you are. Actually, I need to roll a d6 real quick because it might do something different.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't.
Don't worry.
It doesn't.
No recharges for you.
So you watch as it flies down to the deck. It was about 30 feet from it to the deck and lands and slams into where Lyra is steering. Arena's there. That's where I believe Voth was. Sends a little further back. And Ruz, where specifically were you shooting from? Because when you got to shoot, it was in the air. Did you take shots before?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so all of you were there. Okay, it, as it lands, it lashes out with its tail at let's roll d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3 at Ruse.
Oh no.
With its tail. As these like bones slam into you at 24.
Yeah.
And that does 19 bludgeoning.
I go down.
Okay.
As Ruse goes down.
Hit the ground. Hit the deck.
As Ruze's body bounces along the deck, it bites down at. Can I roll a d3 in this? I think I can. I don't remember
You
how
can
to.
roll literally any day.
I don't
if
remember
you
how to
type
do it.
in there.
Type it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
/R
slash.
/R.
Yeah.
1d3.
D3.
Space. Yeah.
2. Okay, that's Voth. As it bites down onto Voth for a 22.
That'll hit.
And that does 23 piercing.
Also unconscious.
And as our 2 party members fall, we're going to have to find out what happens next time on Winds and Whispers. As this drake is perched on the back of this boat. Lyra, you are trying to steer it away. Everyone's in a panic. And Ruse and Voth are unconscious.
Oh no.
Brutal.
So those of you who retweeted, thank you. This has been brought to you by the crew complications, and it is complicated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, I got 8 HP.
Oof, you're going down next, friend. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. I was just waiting to get the die roll to my number. Like, okay, I'm going down next.
Well, y'all have a round to
make new characters.
to kill it.
Yeah, we have exactly 1 round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't hit this.
One of y'all
thing.
really want to play Heartless, right?
I know Chris is all lined up for that. Whatever. I got 27 siblings. I'll just opt as one of them.
Oh,
You're
boy,
fine.
sibling.
A quick
Gonna evolve like a Pokemon until full dragon.
yes, canon. Dragonborn don't gradually grow up; they evolve. That's
every time Voth dies, another sibling. There used to be 30 siblings. Now there's only 27.
What?
Voth secretly
Wow.
transfers his conscience into the next sibling.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Oof.
No.
Oof.
It's not
They're
weird
not
at all.
siblings, they're clones.
But they all have distinct personalities. He'll be totally different.
Amazing. Well, everyone, thank you, chat, for being in here and watching and hanging out as we continue our adventure. We will have to find out what happens next week. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks again to Roll20 for having us as a part of the Spotlight program. Super awesome. Tomorrow we have a new episode of the Faeforge Academy. If you want a little taste, a little bit more of Selenius Fearheart, this little friend is showing up tomorrow in your ears. So that's fun. Why don't you lovely cast members say who you are, where people can find you, and all that good stuff. Let's start with Eris this time.
Hello, I am Eris Savad. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me on Twitter at Stitched by Eris. I normally make things like dice trays and bags and jewelry. You can also find me causing a little bit of chaos on Nomadics channel with Wally132. Most Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern time for Number.
Danny.
Oh boy, I'm Danny. Danny Gage. Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Danny Ogani, where I also make cool dice bags and mugs and things of the sort. And I will just be screaming on my Twitter until next week.
B.
Hello, I have been your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I think most notably I'm doing a charity stream on this Saturday where I am playing a character that Steven's familiar with. A couple of y'all have seen them. Yumi, my warlock who now has to be a gnome in this game for reasons. And I see no issues with a small chaotic beast for charity.
Absolutely. Ian.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian Gould. You can follow me on Twitter at Ian G. Gould. I'm a writer for DM's Guild, DM, and I play Kaz on Faithforge, who also hates this satyr.
Kill him, Kaz. Kill him. Kill him.
Every time, every plot line.
And Prince.
Hey everybody, I am Amir Prince Hamza, aka Doubles of Dice all across the internet. I am a TTRPG streamer, DM, variety streamer, occasionally does Hades speed runs pretty well.
So fast. So fast.
Let's see. Today is Thursday. So tomorrow, Mass Effect Day. That's what you'll catch me playing. I'll be over on my channel playing Mass Effect all day. And you can catch me over there. Then this Saturday, I will be over on Vancouver by Night for Delve into Darkness. It's a new campaign over in the Vancouver area. And then I will be storytelling for Rolling D's 20s. And we will have a new castmate on our show this Saturday.
Nice. Awesome. And I am Steven. I'm your DM. And for this and for Faithforge and for pretty much everything that happens on this channel, I do TTRPG podcasting and such, and also just started a podcast with B called Anime Attaché, where we talk about anime and we laugh a lot mostly, and I ramble. And B,
I forgot.
and B and Kelsey don't ramble, and they give you good information. So with that, we are going to.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Prince, do you want
Tonight,
to plug? Mhm.
tonight I will be on my channel. We're doing a D&D campaign ran by my wife. She's the DM. I almost forgot that. So come check us at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
And we're rating Geekly Inc. in almost now. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I clicked it to go forward too soon.
I almost killed. I would have got killed by my wife. So I was like, oh shit.
One job.
Good work. You made it.
It's literally happening today.
Okay.